Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. We are back with this mold, my favourite Christmas Amazon find of 2022. If you remember last week, oh my gosh, we made some stunning reindeer stroke stags and I got this stunning result with silver and black. Now, that was just leftover resin, so I didn't do a video on it, but I knew I wanted to explore it more, so we are going all in, and I'm telling you now, I could not even cope with the results. We are using glitter by Hemway, sadly not sponsored. I used to work with them as an affiliate, but it all came to an end, and their glitter is by far my favourite glitter. So we are using Hemway glitter alongside some foil. We're also using Hemway gold. Now this glitter is special. This is their black and gold tiger chunky. Pretty sure that's the name of it. It is my absolute favourite next to their red. It is amazing. It has hints of copper in there as well, so we're going to be using some copper and gold. I'm going to be doing 2 moulds in the black and gold and 2 moulds in the silver and black. I think I've got that right. First up, need my black pigment. For those asking, yes, I have finished my Shadowfoam storage wall. I did this last weekend. I've got all my pigments in there and I've added in my Vista and added in my Let's Resin micas, and I'm loving it. Now, we all know I am crazy about PPE, so before I even open my resin, I have got my respirator and my gloves on. I'm going to be using Vista's Turbo Resin. This is their fast cure resin, but I'm going to talk more about this later in the video and why I think I need to change my resin when I'm doing these. Guys, check out my shiny new scales. 3 years of neglect and disrespect, my old scales finally gave up and I had to invest in some shiny new ones, and I promised to keep them clean. I'm going to need 3 pots for this project, so 1 pot for my glitter, 1 pot for my foils, and the 3rd pot is going to be for the Vista Black. Now, of course, depending on what you do in your project, how many colours you use, how many additives you use, this will differ amongst all of us, but this is just what I'm using, and I'm just pouring a tiny bit of resin into 2 cups and then a lot of resin into my 3rd. That's going to be for my black pigment. This glitter, I cannot tell you. Look at this glitter. This screams New Year's Eve to me. This screams Christmas party, absolute glam. The most glamorous glitter I think I've ever used. But yeah, like I said in the last video, I used to be a Hemway affiliate and it was one of the best companies to work for. But sadly, they put an end to their affiliate program. But I'm still obsessed with their glitter, like I'm obsessed. Into the 2nd pot then goes my foil. I actually decided, because the black and gold glitter from Hemway kind of incorporates black, gold and copper, I added copper and gold foil into the 1 pot. So yeah, the Vista black pigment, again, I am a Vista ambassador, so all of that detail will be down below. If you set up a new account as a new customer, you can use my code and get quadruple your miles. Quadruple, so use it wisely. Wait until you've got a big order to put in and quadruple those points. Okay, here we are. I am starting off as I did in the previous videos, and that is by giving them super glittery, sparkly antlers. These antlers are really the kind of star of the show when it comes to these molds. So I am pouring my gold and black, I'm getting in some tongue twisters here, my gold and black tiger glitter from Hemway into the antlers, but then directly on top of where that ends, I am adding in my clear resin with those foil flakes. Oh my gosh, this is actually quite tricky. Yeah, the clear resin with the foil flakes is then going in directly on top. What I'm hoping this is going to do, as I mentioned in previous videos, this is Vista Turbo, so it doesn't flow, it does self-level, but it doesn't expand as much as their other resins. So Vista Turbo needs a bit of a helping hand if you want it to have a nice relationship with the black. That is why I'm pouring the foil in the clear directly over the glitter in the hopes that it's going to help move that glitter down and start to spread down into the black. But here is a close-up. This glitter is so beautiful, I cannot even cope. But yeah, that is the plan so far. Very, very similar to the previous videos, but honestly, those results made me want to explore this so badly. I knew I had to do it, and thank you so much to the love on that video. That is my most viewed video pretty much over the last 6 months. I cannot believe the support, and so many of you said, if you want to do reindeer, do reindeer. Because I did say in that video how obsessed I am with this mould and how I could quite easily just do this for the next literal 2 months. And some of you were like, it's your channel, you do it. But I am going to explore some more, but I'm definitely not just doing these because, yeah, I get obsessed real easily. On the next two, I decided to do a similar kind of thing with glitter in the antlers, followed by that clear resin and foil. But then I decided to bring some of that down into the body, similar to before, but I decided to kind of add it to the tail area, the bum, the bottom area, and also bring it across the backs of these reindeer stroke stags, because I figured that it would just be super, super glamorous. So the one benefit of Vista Turbo is because it doesn't pour out real quick. Like, it doesn't just spread real fast. It's a thicker resin. It doesn't spread super fast throughout the mold. It means I've got room for my black to still go in. And if you are using this resin, just know that you don't have long. It's not a long work time, so you kind of have to get it in there, get your resin poured before it kind of starts to thicken up, because technically I could demold these after 5 to 6 hours. And here's the negative of Turbo. I'm pouring the black in, as you can see, and I'm hoping it's going to push that resin back up. So I'm pouring the black into the body in the hopes that it's going to push the gold and the foil all the way back up and into the antlers. Of course, that doesn't happen. So I end up having to kind of help it out a bit and fill up the antlers myself using the corresponding resin. But look at this glitter. It is stunning. Absolute. It is just party time. It's party season, Christmas season, New Year's Eve. Everything about this glitter screams luxury. And look at this close up. Oh, okay, we are moving on to silver and black. Let me know in the comment section if you're still here. Let me know in the comment section, are you team silver or team gold? I am going to add in this gorgeous little packet that I found in my stash. This is also Hemway Chunky Glitter. I was a bit nervous because it's got lots of different colours in there, but I thought, what harm could it do? It's just going to be extra stunning. The same thing again, 3 pots, but look at this glitter. It is so, so beautiful. 3 pots, 1 for glitter, 1 for foil, and 1 for my black resin. Now, I have to say at this point, that stunning chunky Hemway glitter kind of got lost in this. It kind of got lost. I am using chunky and super fine glitter from Hemway again, like I said. And honestly, when I added that chunky, it kind of got lost in there. So I didn't see much of it, but still super, super beautiful. It is so, so beautiful. I'm doing things a little bit differently this time around, although I'm not sure it really made much of a significant difference. I'm just adding the clear resin with foil to the bottoms of the legs before I add the glitter on top. And I figured that if I do it this way, the glitter will then push the clear resin and foil up into the body of the reindeer, and I might get some different effects. I don't know, I was just trying everything out. Guys, for the last 2 days, I have found myself on Buffalo, New York State snowstorm TikTok. When I say I found myself on there, I put myself on there. I actually am so obsessed with the snow. If you're watching from around the world, it rarely snows in London and the surrounding areas. Like, it rarely snows. And even then, when we get an inch, the whole country comes to a standstill. Infrastructure stops. There's no transport. Schools close with just even less than an inch of snow. So I've been watching the storms, the snowstorms. It's really severe. I hope everyone is safe and well, keeping warm and cozy, and I hope you've got enough food in the house to see you through the next few days. But guys, they have like 5 to 6 feet of snow in Buffalo, New York. Like 6 feet. I know Canada, I know you guys get this kind of thing all the time, but I know it's very rare for Buffalo. It's been like 20 years since they had a snowstorm like this. But as much as I want them to be safe and well and everyone come out of this happy, I want that snow. So if you could just arrange, for just even half of that, like half of that, to just make its way down to London in the UK and the surrounding areas, I would forever be grateful. It has been years, at least 25 to 30 years since we got anywhere near a foot of snow. And I'm jealous. I mean, just my house. I don't want to inconvenience anyone else. Just my house, outside my house, and my garden. The rest of the road, I'm happy for that to be clear. Thank you. That was all. Back to the video. We are just finishing up our first two stags in the silver and black. Like I said, at this point, you might want to wait until demold before you tell me whether you are team silver and black or team gold and black. But you can see me here having to add some resin into the antlers because, like I say, that black wasn't strong enough to flow up and push that glitter back into the antlers. So yeah, I kind of need to give it a helping hand. And this brings me on to the topic of resin. I use Vista Turbo for one reason and one reason only: speed. Absolute speed. I adore Vista Turbo Resin because it means, for someone who's filming 3 videos a week, it means I can get so many projects done in 1 or 2 days. I don't get to sit down every day of the week and film, but using Vista Turbo allows me to get more than one thing done in a day and demold it in a day. However, when it comes to projects like this, where I really want the resin to interact with the next layer of resin or the glitter to interact with the black, Vista Turbo might not necessarily be the one. So I think in videos moving forward, I'm going to move up to Vista Cascade. That is their next resin up, which is a 24-hour standard cure epoxy resin. It's 2-to-1, same as this, but it is a 24-hour cure, which means it just has more time to have a relationship. The glitter will have more time to spread, the black will have more time to interact with the clear, and that's my thought process, that's my logic. So I think if I do any more of these videos, which, let's face it, I'm gonna I'm going to be using Vista Cascade, because when you see the demold results on these, they are breathtaking in some respects. There are a couple of areas which I believe if I were using a longer cure time resin, the results would have been very different. But that is all. Hopefully I'll have the patience to have to wait 24 hours to demold. I mean, really? Anyway, that is it for all of the resin pouring. We are about to demold. So you know I had to set up an aesthetically pleasing backdrop. Just used some red fabric and threw my Christmas potpourri all around, but how gorgeous does it look? Okay, first initial thoughts were, wow, the backs. If the fronts are anywhere near as beautiful as the backs, I'm gonna be one happy bunny. So many of you have told me that you already have this mold, so I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. You do have to go easy when you are demolding around the antlers. There's lots of fiddly little bits, but check these out. I could have screamed. These, honestly, for me, the one on the right, hands down the winner on these two, but I'm going to try and get some close-ups. I couldn't even cope, like my camera couldn't cope, I couldn't cope, so I decided to put it down and see if I could get a better shot just filming it whilst it was laying on the table. And check out their thigh-high boots. If these do not scream Christmas office party, I do not know what does. I am in love with this particular reindeer. It is the queen. This screams main character. I am so happy with the results on this one, and I love the blend. I love the relationship between the glitter and the black. I feel like that gold and black glitter was able to come down a little ways into the black, and I was so happy. This one didn't blend as much, and you can really see a distinct difference between the two, but still I am equally happy with how they came out because, oh my gosh, at this point I am team gold. I think the reason I'm so excited about this mould is the possibilities. Every possibility under the sun is right here, and you can really coordinate these to match your decor. The second set of black and gold are coming up, and honestly, I still adore them. I absolutely adore them. At this point, the resin was getting thicker. It was the same resin as the first two, black and gold. So I feel like the glitter and the foil didn't quite manage to make its way down into the black, but still equally stunning and just gorgeous. I love the fact that this one here has a dollop of glitter on its nose. That was unintentional. That was just the way it went, and still so happy. I will actually link Hemway down below, but like I said, sadly there is no code. There's no discount code anymore, but I will link the individual glitters that I have used in this video if anyone is interested in going ahead and getting them. Okay, silver and black. Let's take a look at these. The backs, beautiful. The fronts, beautiful. I think out of all four shapes, this is my favourite shape. It is the most glamorous. It really gives off that whole thigh-high boots situation. I love that shape. All of the others are beautiful, but again, that is my favourite shape. Now we really start to see why I feel that I need to move on to Vista Cascade. The relationship between that resin across the back, the stag on the right, it really gives me this blunt, sharp line that I really didn't want. I don't like that. I wanted some blend. I wanted a hint of glitter down in the body of the stags. And these two, absolutely not. We really got to the stage here where the glitter was thickening up, leaving no room for movement. It was almost to the point where it was too late. And this is the negative of Vista Turbo. I have to say, Vista Turbo still remains my favourite Vista resin, but I think it is perfectly usable in things like block colour. If I just wanted silver stags or gold stags, Vista Turbo is the way forward. You could literally make so many in one day and demold that night, ready for a Christmas fair the next day. But yeah, the one on the right you can see had lots more silver foil and resin. The one on the left, not so much. So you can really see how the lack of the clear resin really impacted the results. It really impacted the relationship between the glitter and the black. We have got almost a hand-drawn line going through the body, and oh my god, I really don't like it. I really don't like it. It's not the effect I wanted, but the one on the right, oh, gorgeous. Here they all are, guys. I had too much fun. Not so much fun. I had too much fun creating these. And I am moving on to a couple of other projects before I come back to this mould. I do think we're going to see this mould another one, at least once or maybe twice before Christmas. But here they are all as a collective. I am in love with the gold and black. I am team gold and black. And this goddess right here, this queen, look at her. She is the star of this entire video. I want her boots. I want her boots, and I wouldn't mind the antlers either, if I'm honest. The results towards the end of the video were questionable, but you know, someone out there is potentially going to like them, and that's the whole point of something being handmade with love, not perfection. There is something for everyone, so I know that some people out there will be like, actually Claire, I kind of like those. And if anything, it gives you room to put customized names, you know, really make them personalized as a Christmas gift. You can put someone's name across that little area of black tummy that we've got going on. But yes, for me, it's the black and gold. I have a couple of silver and black that are stunning, like bottom left of the screen right now. That is my favorite silver and black. And like I said, I think it's that mold. It's that mold where she is standing upright. She is proud, loving it. Am I looking a bit too deep into silicone molds? Do I need help? Guys, I'm still obsessed. I cannot help it. I am obsessed. And I cannot even apologise for it. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've stayed to the end. I hope you've taken away from this video what you will. Any little tips and any little tips and tricks that you can take away from this video to go ahead and make your own, create your own, using any advice that I've given, then that is all that matters to me. And I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. Cue the Christmas music. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
It's white outside and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air, that every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you. This time of year is a time to cheer. Let our loved ones, our family and friends have a Christmas with so much love, and with joy and laughter. Let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas today. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you. Snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you.